Mr. E Esports. Nope. Sergeant Blaze. I don't. Scalmy, buddy. Noise. Hey, Dewey. Damn. That was actually kind of crazy that guy committed to that. I don't think Dead All-Star has that. Goal? Nice. Hello, Jabogo. TK's is back. Oh my god, dude. I'm glad we got converted you to a fan. At this point, you gotta follow, because I just started. Alice, 5 years. It's crazy.
My longest sub on Twitch.
Hey!
Sorry I haven't been stopping by as much recently, but hope and Twitch and life have been going well.
Yeah, hopefully your life and outside of Twitch has been going well, Alice. That is kind of crazy, 5 years. It's funny because like mentally my brain is like, yeah, I've known all these people for like 3 years, and then I think about like how long logistically I've been streaming and how long therefore people have been known me through there, and I'm like, all right, that has been 5 frickin' years. Jeez. Yeah, beat him, join him. Hell yeah. Good to hear, TK. That was actually a very good reset by that guy. I didn't expect that much power on that. All right, this spy's got balled on by the Dominus. Ah. Teammate, how dare you not read that unreadable sidewall hit? Top shelfer. I'm doing well, Blazers. I'm just trying to get used to the Dominus. I don't know, I woke up today and I was like, feels like a Dominus day. I started watching Twitch in May 2020. I think you were my first follow channel was Leth. Hell yeah. I mean, good dude to follow. I don't know if he still streams as much as he used to. Actually, halfway through that, I was like, I'm not touching that. At least not in a good way. You know when I have a bad touch chat? Actually, let's not talk about the bad touch. Nice. Unless we're talking about bad touch by the Bloodhound Gang, which is simply just a classic banger of a song. Uh-oh. Devin doesn't stream as much. I mean, if I was making that much money off of long form, I'd be focusing all on long form too. Oh, nice take. Wait, I stole that! Oh my god! Wait a minute, even he said great pass because he was like, yeah, that's my goal. I landed on this? That's really funny. He pinched it off my hood. That was a power of friendship moment. Hello? Oh. I was hoping that would bounce a little bit more out. All right, chat. I stopped using the Dominus because I, for some reason, cannot speed flip like at all. My brain just does not speed flip with the longer car. So we'll see how far this experiment lasts with the Dominus until I feel like I fundamentally need to change back. All right, first guy bit. Ah, didn't get center on that 50. Hey, Gert. Elio, Indiana. How's the fam? More twos, Shaq. If you want to play threes, then we got a queue. Yeah, Shaq, you weren't here, but Alice just resubbed for 60 months. I think 60 months ago, you were like 12. Thank you for asking. How are you? We're doing all right. New job is getting together. I have a meeting with a big television network on Monday, so hopefully, hopefully I can close a deal on that. Knock out my yearly quota in one meeting. Easy. Just trying to get a hold of my partners and make sure I can plan for the Monday meeting and then crush it. Also, I'm getting lunch with a partner next week, which is nice because some of these partners, they when you contact them and you have a Teams meeting, they'll be like, yeah, I totally want to work with you. Yeah, I got a bunch of accounts to feed you. And then they just kind of like disappear off the face of the planet. And then I ask the other people in my office, I'm like, hey, how do you get these people to actually like work with you? And they're like, oh, you got to go to lunch. You have to see them in person. Got to woo them. I'm like, all right. That's Kale. Stop confusing me him. Indiana Justin also, though, with a 58-month prime. Gosh, dang. Time flies, dude. Hello, TLC, buddy. Did you leave? I heard someone jump. I thought that guy was diving at it from my blind side. Really? He actually waited for me to hit it directly into him? He hit the brake. He didn't even, like, predict that. He just straight slammed his brakes. Wait, that's actually a goal? Ah, I should have held it a little bit. That guy dove before I even touched it. Oh my god, I got owned. Uh-oh, TLC. Why did you fake chow on a ball that was hit at you? Unfort. Time for cake? Ooh, what kind of cake, though? I see this as being a third wheeler. Damn. No one likes being a third wheeler, chat. I don't think there's a problem being a third wheeler. A tricycle has more intrinsic stability than a bicycle. If anything, more wheels adds more stability to the whole operation. That's why I always hire a middleman on any date I go on. Just a stranger, you know, just to sit there. Every time the conversation topic. If there's ever a silence of more than a second, I want him to cut in no matter what with a new topic. On an unrelated note, I don't have a lot of second dates. God dang it. Wow, Shaq, that was kind of crazy. Yo, Taki, you tried to play, never mind, I'm tired. Bro realized that within 1 second. He hit enter and immediately realized you didn't mean it. Like, ah, never mind. Thought about having to get out of the couch. Just him pressing enter on his keyboard exhausted him. That burned like 600 calories. All right. I also don't jump for a ball. I thought about having to get off the couch to him PVC and actually locking up, but then I was like, nah, I'm good. That's why you gotta have your couch next to your PC. Ah! I couldn't scoop it, chat. Haha! There you go, Chow. I'm top 50 right now, so I'd have to lock in to carry you. What do you mean? I'm carrying you, buddy. Sure, you would spawn that way. Do you use meld? No. I tried it, but then I realized I'd have to redo all my stuff because they don't have a great import feature yet. At least last time I checked. Sorry, teammate. Thought you were 50 him. still live in 5 hours. I'll be back. What? I don't know if I'll be live in 5 hours. I'm gonna be honest. Rage quits after an hour and a half. Valid, dude. Just because that, I'm gonna have to go 100 minutes, not 90 minutes. Man, I keep rolling it too far on my flick. Such an easy finish. Uh-oh, that's a forfeit. Am I high? Why is this game going on for eons? How is this? How are we only 3 minutes into this game? I feel like I've been playing this game specifically for forever. Musty! I'm green. What if you're blue? Abu Dai. Buster Bryant with the Lataco James. There we go. We don't lose for the rest of the night with that name. I think I actually do have like an insanely good winning streak on that stuff. Yo, Busta, actually, can I ask you a question that you might know? Oh. Man. Okay, Kelsey. Haha! Okay, I saw him go on the goal. I'm like, I don't think you're gonna predict me rolling it still. You said you work with Linnell Systems, like an S2? Huh. Sad. Alright. That one didn't work out, chat. Touch the on-guard in a box and element. Just had a meeting with those guys today. Does Linnell use Mercury boards for its access control? I had that come up in a meeting the other day, and I was just like... I couldn't actually clarify it off the top of my head. Man, my depth perception is really cucked today. Like, that's a couple times now where these guys look like they're over-touching it, and I'm like, oh, I don't think he has it. Blue's mine, I think I gifted a sub? Hell yeah. You wouldn't be blue, though. You'd be green. At least on my screen, it's blue. Or green for subs. Or members, rather. On a scale of 1 to teammate, I gave you 3 opportunities to go over that. All right. I haven't posted in a month. CapCut makes you pay to add sound now? Cringe. Absolutely has to do the proper noise you can read only as reuse Mercury. All right, excellent. I was talking with someone the other day, and or today actually in a meeting, and I mentioned one of our solutions, and they were like, "Oh, I think we use blah blah blah," but I'm not sure. And so I called one of our reps, and was like, hey, do you know anything about this account? Like, what do they use? And like, oh, I think they use Linnell, and they use Mercury boards. I'm like, excellent, because I want to transition them to Genetech. But I wasn't sure, like, I was like, that integration will be way less expensive if all of their doors are already on Mercury boards, and I can just basically swap the software and nothing else. Like, all that cabling and everything is already ready. Whoa. Sorry, we're me and Busta Bryant on Twitch is we both work in the same industry, so I had a question for him because I knew he'd probably know it. Cringe. That was very savable, but he slowed it down just enough. Give you some aggressive pricing for that too. Yeah, we're good partners with them. That's my pie in the sky for right now. They're just looking for like mass notification. But they mentioned visitor management, and I was like, ha ha ha. But also, like, it's a big company, so like I don't know how easy it is gonna be make that sell. But if I can impress them enough with a demo, then I'm just like, maybe there's a conversation to be had. Because the fact that they have a system right now and they're like, I don't know how to do visitor management. I'm like, you either are using some outdated ass system or you guys have never truly set up your system. Because that's like a feature of like every major like VMS or like front to back system. So I heard that clue and I was like, that feels like you guys are, IT is really lazy or you guys actively just have like an ancient system. So if I can swing that, and if I actually close this, I will literally meet my like 6-month quota in one deal, easy. But the meeting on Monday will decide that more or less. Going to add cameras? Yep. You would. Yeah, I don't normally lead with Genetech until I know what they have originally, because we have partnerships with like Milestone. And Axis and whatever, so like I like Axis for small stuff because it's a very easy VMS to integrate with. Plus Axis and Genetech give us massive discounts anyway, so Axis is pretty easy. Plus the more you feed Axis, the more they feed you because they get way more referrals than Genetech in my experience. Because Genetech doesn't really get box sales unless they like already have an installation. Sorry guys, I'm talking shop with Buster. I should 99.99% of people have no idea what we're talking about right now, so. Okay. I'm like woefully uninformed on Milestone though. Hey Kyle. Nice Fatu. Nice Fatu. Oh no, he missed it. Nice. I'm just looking for a big first quarter win, you know what I mean? This will probably not close for first quarter, but I'm gonna hope it is. They said they're looking to buy stuff like immediately for mass notifications, so I'm like, that feels like something you're gonna wanna give me an invoice in for within the month or something. I feel like you don't often say, we're trying to get this immediately, and then give me a PO 6 months later. That's embarrassing. Business. You understand once you get your first job, Salah. Freaking freeloader. I don't care if you're not of legal working age. Get a job. To all your 12-year-olds in chat. Fatu would like to party up. As if! Slow, remember, when you're in your first job, especially as a teenager, you gotta walk in and ask for at least 40 bucks an hour. Anything lower than that, and they're taking advantage of you. Know your worth. I shouldn't have flipped. That was... Oh, nice. Know your worth and know your girth. Wait, hold on. No, don't do that. Actually, that is probably only helpful if you know your girth in terms of waist size, because maybe you're working in a clothes boutique and they need you to wear stuff on the floor. And they're like, yeah, what's your waist? Are you a 34? Yeah, we'll ship you some 34-30 pants, and you're like, excellent. I can go to trade school next year when I finish high school. Trade school's not bad, honestly. Honestly, I feel like an underrated, granted, it involves a lot of traveling sometimes, but all I know is the electricians that work for my company are making absolute bank. Thanks for membership. I didn't do it, but it was Matt. Matt L, even. The infamous and famous Matt L. Buddy, if you're an electrician, why pay for college? Do you have any idea how much an electrician makes? Like, people would be out here being like, yeah, electrician sounds good. I make like 60K, 70K. I'm like, nope. Master electrician at the right job? Oh my God, dude. But I don't know about that. We got a journeyman. I don't even think he finished school entirely. That man is raking it in. Nice. You got that, Arl? You got that, Arl? You got that, Arl? He does not have that, chat. Oh my God, no! All right, we're good. Whoa, what the? Whoa. I thought I landed earlier, so when I actually did land, my tires, like, brought me off target. So when I jumped, it was like, wait. Ah. Okay, I forgot I'm not in a dominant or octane anymore, so my hitbox is different. I approached that and I was like, why'd that ball go so low? I like it reverse. I love it. All right. Electrical engineering sounds better than electrician. Up to you, buddy. Wait! That was right on line. No, that was my bad. I could have sworn he was like directly in front of this one, like perfectly in line. You like the job, he says. Is he in stream? Or is he talking about CRL analyst? Whoa, okay. Let's focus on a different job. I'm gonna go work out, do it. But yeah, bro's really listening to the hardest parts of the hardest engineering to go into. He heard electrical and he's like, bet, that'll be my choice. Oh. go now. Sorry, reverse. What? No flick. Wait, take your time, take your time. Oh, if you just left that. Wait, wow, that was instant. Okay. Fun fact, if you press square as soon as the game ends, I guess it instant scoots you back to free play. That was kind of crazy. Sad. They were saving it. Well, yeah, but that's why I tried to intercept it so I could dunk that and maybe get an extra thing. Loke, I mean, they maybe Loke were saving that one, but I felt like I could maybe at least like interfere. So, because I'm like, if you're gonna air dribble at the goal, I could maybe bump him, but I'm like, I just didn't try. He was going so far left to right that I'm like, you're not gonna be able to like air dribble that on 60 boost and then push it all the way to the side and then get around it and push it back to the far post. Like, that's just not gonna work. I'm sorry, Zelix. Wow, what a delay. Oh, Zelix, you turned all the way around. Okay, I thought you were in the middle for me. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. Not a good clear by them. I still haven't changed my name to Taco James. That's partially why I'm not absolutely dunking on these fools. Sure. All right, now we'll change it. Don't worry. Add a profile name, Lataco James. There you go. Practicing power shots? Good, Void. Very good. Important skill. Fundamental, even. Man. What? I was about to say, I'm like, that'd be really funny if you missed that arrow. Oh, he's resetting it. No, he's not. Literally have no more boost, so I was like, yeah, it's gonna be awkward. You would. You would! Dude, the worst possible bounce. That's crazy. Okay, that's fine. I was just hoping to maybe get in the way. Oh. Thank you, Zelix. That's really funny, dude. I was like, I'll bump him out of the way. I side flipped into him and I got demoed. That's actually insane. I've never done that horribly on an angle read. I'm just trying to get this corner real quick. That's a donk. Will we be on at 8 and up? I don't know. Depends what time zone you're talking about. Good job, Zeal. I said, what's up? And I answered your question. I said, what's up? God, I love the part where I so aggressively get to the ball that I bounce off of it instead of being able to actually get my reset. Cause I'm a bot. Noise? Thought you said get up. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're on the ground. In which case, get up. Stop watching on the ground, chat. Respect yourself a bit more, all right? I'm sick of hearing about you guys laying down, face planting on the ground, and waiting until my stream comes on. You can at least sit on your couch, all right? Or at least lay in a bed. Again, I'm hitting square right as the game ends. I just so happen to get that. Okay, fine. Buddy's... Ugh. Buddy, when you lay on the floor, does Kato lay next to you? Whenever I lay on my floor, my cats come over and lay on my chest. Or my back. It's like inevitable. I am now gonna sit on the ground. Honestly, I'm a big fan of sitting down, like coming from work and then being like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna get out of my chair and just lay on my carpet real quick. Yes, indeed. I like that. I like when pets want to vibe near you. My cats just sit on me, and they just loaf onto my back. The other one tries to like lick my hair though. I can always tell if she wants to play though if she starts biting my hair. I keep forgetting the auto sweet thing. It lays head across my neck or on my back just to be a sweetheart, and Joey loves me. Aww. I've never met Kato, but I already know I'd die for him. Not the best touch. Appreciate you. Okay. I like where he bumps into his own teammate. That's so weird. Did you just give up a goal? Venom, go. There's a streamer, Zozie I met. Cozy Zozie. She has a little wiener dog. And that dog is like the sweetest little dog. It's also really expressive. Like there's a lot of pictures of it. That's like that dog is a cartoon. I'm sorry, good pass. Just a little direct. I shouldn't have flipped into that. Nice, Venom. Oh, okay. Not real! It's just not real! It's just not real! What is that? What were you trying to do? It was right at him. He had like 6 seconds to react and he drove past it. That's wild. He's trying to put it to like the far corner or the nearest side corner, which I don't really understand at all. Yes, yes, game, yes. Thank you for the server correction on that last second. Definitely didn't reset that at all, yeah. Don't even try to 50 that, he just drove right through me. Oh, I should have scored earlier. They did score one right on that. I thought the guy was like in the back of the goal when I shot one. Somehow he miracle recovers, make goal line save, which then led to teammate effing it up, so. You know. That goal is like 6% my fault. Dude, get off. Even when they double commit, this guy still rebounds into a perfect air dribble. That's crazy. All right, now we can forfeit. Or when their faces show emotions like eyebrows. That just shows how long like certain dogs have been domesticated. There was a viral, I'm gonna try that octane again. There's a viral image of this dog. He's like, this is my dog's face when I told him that playtime is over and where I'm not gonna throw the stick again. And the dog's just like, making like the most clearly like, wheeze, like face. And I'm like, that's crazy that wolves would have never done that. But like dogs after like thousands of years of domestication have learned how to like play on our emotions like that. Yeah. Couldn't quite tell how much Landon wanted to fake that, so I was like, all right, I'll just take 50. Teammate was actually fine for that. The thing is he flipped into it. The last thing you want to do is flip if you don't have a lot of build up, because then you just get taken out of your recovery for like 6 seconds. Oh, a nice delayed flip by Landon there. Wild beast, you home, come now. Honestly, I think the theory was probably just wolves would come to the fire and just kind of beg for food, and then people would feed them. And then eventually they just kept doing that over and over until the dog realized they could like do certain things. And then I think, honestly, I always assumed humans kind of accidentally discovered how conditioning works. And they were just like, wait a minute, I can train this dog to do stuff if I reward them with food at the right times. And then the wolves were kind of like, yo, actually, I can not sleep in a den. I can sleep in like by a fire every night as long as I don't eat these people. Time for dinner? Is it though? Oh my God, the angle on that. Holy. Dunk to oblivion, but look at the adjustment. Ugh. That's an adjustment, chat. Landon has not landed a flipper since the whole game. He's kind of just been near the ball. Jump now. Not like that. What? You jumped? Buddy, you have the much better angle. God dang it, dude. That's crazy. Brought 100 boost and you rush that so hard. Like, you don't have, you jump later because you have all the resources to adjust. I have to go immediately. Oof. Touch was not the soft touch I wanted. Bald boy, you don't have that. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Never mind. Hey, team, if you stay upfield. Or you rotate back, okay. Great save by me. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought Bald Boy had more boost. I wasn't paying attention at all to his tanks. I'm like, you can chase that down. That guy's slowing down. Bald Boy also suffers from one of my least favorite afflictions in twos, is having no boost, but still trying to hit a ball from an angle you simply do not have. And then it produces this awkward thing where you just go, eh, and then you can't recover at all, and then you set up your teammate into a 1v1 or a 2v1. It's like if you just touch the ball normally, that would have been fine. Also, these guys are just ego challenging everything. And it works because I don't expect them to have no brain. But we have even the least of brains. The least brains possible. Sometimes the most brains act like the least. That's like on a fortune cookie that's horribly translated, yeah. I mean, there's a time and place to just ego chow everything. I mean, they're not like doing stuff like horribly. I'm just like, on that last one, like Q had like not a good position for that one. So I'm like, he's not gonna go for this because it makes no sense to go that aggressive into that 50 because all I gotta do is flick it early. And then I didn't, and then he just went, and I was like, oh. So it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe you could think it's 40 chess. He's like, this guy is gonna flick it early, but if he doesn't flick it immediately, he's not gonna flick it at all. So I'm just gonna wait. And then I touched it soft, and then he was like, okay, I'm not gonna go. The guy I missed the demo on saved it, sad, good. Job the cookie factory? Cookie factory. Yo, you know what? My mom actually went on a date with the CEO of a giant cookie manufacturer a while back, and she didn't end up dating him for that long. But I remember after every date, he would send her home with a huge box of cookies. And I'm not gonna lie, when she said like, yeah, I broke up with the cookie guy, I was actually pretty pissed. I was like, bro, we could have been living in a crazy ass mansion and I could have been getting free cookies for the rest of my life. God, those cookies are so good too. God, what was the company? I cannot remember it. It was not like a multi-bill, it was not like Insomnia Cookies, by the way. It was like a smaller, like regional branch. God, who the frick was it? Oh well. But yeah, that was pretty sad. Yeah, she could have thought of the, yeah, she could have had true love or she could have had free cookies, and honestly, I definitely would have had diabetes, like crazy. I would have been so much fatter as a kid. Maybe looking back, it was for the best. Free cookies overture? Yeah. They meant free cookies overture. I'm like, well, that was the overture. I never met that guy, but that's how you lay the groundwork. Give me free cookies for a couple months, and then she finally introduces him to me. And then I'm just like, oh, you're the cookie guy. What's up? And then I'm immediately on his side, no matter what. Yes, I love a musty. That wasn't a musty at all. I was talking to one of my partners, and they said they would sell, they had this like one outreach campaign where they just sold, they gave people like a frozen package of an Omaha steak. And then when they're opening the package, it would also have like a soft pitch for their company. And apparently they said it worked really well, and they stopped doing it because one day they sent one to a CEO, and the CEO was out of the office. So the assistant, not knowing that this package was an Omaha steak, set it in the break room table, and they were calling back, and apparently they were like, I don't know why the break room smells like rotten garbage, and it's because there's a rotting steak in the middle of the break room. And I'm just like, that's actually kind of funny as hell. And I'm like, wait, damn, that's crazy. I'm like, well, wasn't it labeled? Because every time I've ever gotten a package, aka like once, that of like perishable food, they label it really heavily. And he's like, yeah, it was very clear that it was not something you should just lay down in the break room. But I think she was just so busy. He's like, you know how an executive assistant is, she's probably handling like 700 things. So he's like, I don't really blame her, but yeah, it was a little bummer that we decided collectively, let's not risk pissing off a client, even on accident. Or a prospect, rather. The smell is horrific. Oh, dude, I mean, I've definitely had meat go bad in like my kitchen before, and I can't imagine it just sitting outside in a 70-degree room for days. Plus, those boxes are pretty like tightened up, so like there's no way it was leaking or anything. It was just the cardboard though had to have been like soaking up all that disgusting juice inside. Okay. I just looked at your stream, and now you're in the Octane, and now I'm in the Dominus. Yeah, and if you look even closer, I have brown hair and eyes and a nose. Hello, Carson. Thought I had that double. Got an old man's broken freezer, and he didn't tell me he had meat fermenting in months. But you have any idea how long you have to freeze meat and leave it frozen for it to go bad? My God. Oh, broken freezer. Sorry, I thought you meant like an old freezer. Oh, that's a little different. That's probably why I paid you to clean it out. I do remember accidentally letting chicken sit too long in my fridge, and I cooked it anyway. And took one bite of that, and I will never forget that taste. My God. It looked pretty good when I cooked it, after all the seasoning or whatever, but my God, that one bite of that, and you're immediately like, yeah, that is not good. Worst smell I've ever smelled? I think the worst smell I've ever smelled was someone put milk in their locker in high school and forgot about it, and it was there for apparently like a week and a half, and they took it out, and they're like, yo, Jeff, look at this. And I was like, what? And then they opened it, and I got one whiff, and even today thinking about that smell, just the sheer memory of it makes me want to vomit. Like, I feel my gag reflex kick up, and I'm like, easily the worst smell. Easily, not even close. He made it sound like it just broke. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's one thing if you just open it up and there's just nothing in there and you're like scraping out old ice or whatever.
Out here on my own, you left me broken and alone. Stomach turning at the thought of any happy.
I'm back. I'm sorry it took so long. It's okay, Void, but you're banned forever. Sorry. You can't come into stream and then leave it. Unacceptable. Mods, take him to the gulag. Bro literally went up, got his dinner, went like a vacuum. And then left. And they were like, what the hell? I think I just ate 6,000 calories. Oh, nice Venom. No bonk on grills? It's just a sandwich? I don't believe you. Whoa! I did not see you. I was like, wait, why did that ball go down? Nice shot, Venom. All right, we got it this game. Worst smell is flavored milk left in a metal lock for 4 days. Bro, that's exactly what I was just describing. Mine was for like a little bit more, but I think at a certain point it probably hits a diminishing returns on how smelly it gets. But yeah, definitely the worst thing. So he knows my pain. Oh. Whoa. He approached that like really dead on. The last second he pivoted. That's crazy. No. He's got it. It's a new life form. He does have a heartbeat. The rotten milk, it's already formed a cultural mythology. Brand new life form has emerged. Leave it for long enough and you're like, oh my god, they've the milk life forms, they've gone through an industrial evolution. They're advancing so fast. That was a whole Love, Death, and Robots, I think. It was like someone, I think it's like someone left food in a freezer and it rotted into like an actual whole civilization. But like every time they would like open the freezer, like it would be like a new era. And it'd be like space travel and whatnot. Which for them is just leaving the fridge, you know? And a rocket flies out. Imagine getting war declared on you. Oh my god, Venom! Calm down. Like the Simpsons episode? I don't know enough about The Simpsons to say yes or no to that. That was whiffing a few games ago. I think we just had a bad coordination on that. He wasn't exactly whiffing. Oh, that's a schnoip. That's a schnoip, chat. Look at his placement. Emphasis on mint. Oh. Oh, can you place a better chat? I don't really think he can. Gotta make up for my idiocy the other game. Nah. He had one whiff, that was it. That was the only idiocy he had. Because he overcorrected on a move. Was AFK and lag, put me back 4 minutes, keep trying? Sure. I was gonna catch it, okay. It's fine. Like I was going way too fast to get a double. Bump him. Close one. Yeah, I was like, you're not getting that reset on target. Oh, but he did. Okay, well, I knew he wouldn't get on target, but I think from Venom's perspective, he was like, oh, he might actually get that post in. I'm like, I don't think he's able to, but. No, I'm not saying you call him bad. I just, like, everyone makes mistakes at a certain game. That's really not good. Thank God. Oh. We both read that exactly at the same time. It's funny. Okay, I was like, What a teammate think. Honestly, my favorite thing that teammates do is when you're like playing solo queue. I've noticed this a lot in lower ranks. Anyone tries to dribble and then the other guy in their team is just like, I'll help, and then they just take the ball off you like every time. It's like, why? Yeah, honestly, that's probably the biggest pet peeve I have with randoms, even at like low GC3 or something, where we're just about at, is you'll have players like with 60, 70 boost and no one on them, and they'll just like clear the ball right down the middle. Like not up. It's one thing to clear up field and like hit it around the defender, but when they just roll it right at the guy, and I'm like, you're not challenged. You like, I understand having no boost, you want to just get it out of your half, but like you're not going to try to take a 50. You're not going to try to, I don't know, at least grab some pads. Like what's going on here? Donk! Right on his head. Rigged. Oh. Kyle New. Good SAYN dabs challenge ball right after shooting it. That is a crucial skill. It'll surprise your opponents. 5 hours wait and see we get loaded. Was told to go home. Love that. I like how they don't know for 5 hours, so they're just sitting there. That's got to be like the most frustrating part of your job, is when people tell you to show up someplace and then they're not even sure if they have work. It's like, wouldn't you know that ahead of time? Someone's not doing their job. That should never be a process of your job, is having to get out of your home or like where you're staying and then having to go to a site just to be told, hey, wait here until we find out what you have to do. It's like, Whoa, what the? Oh my god, I was padding and then I stopped halfway through, so I thought I had like 20 more. The skeleton. Bonjour. Not even a skeleton. Trying to see if anyone would go. Wow, that delay was actually really good. If it was Ontario's goal, he didn't shout me. Or if I was flipped a little earlier, rather. Soft tap, nice. Bump him, bump him, bump him. Nice, well done. Guy Fieri bringing the flavor. He brought him to Flavor Town as a layover on his way to bringing them to hell with the demo. Honestly, I think if they gave us custom demo explosions, I've always thought that'd be interesting, but then everyone's like, that affects competitive awareness. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think it'd be weird to experiment with. Every time you demo, it's just giant Guy Fieri's face. Going Flavor Town. I'd pay at least $50 for that. Ranting about twos, parties queuing threes, and proceeding to play like it's twos? Ah, yes. That happens at every rank. Players who like hit it middle where their teammate isn't, and then they still go, and then I'm closer, and they're like, why did you go? And I'm like, because I was closer. And they're like, no, you don't get it. We might be playing threes, but you are not playing in this lobby. I'm like, oh, okay, well, my bad. Oh, that was really stupid. I hated how that rolled. My bad. I think the Hellfire Goal Explosion, if you shrunk it down and made it into demo smoke, could actually go really hard.
Hi.
Paz, tier 2 for 74 months. Thank you, Paz. How have you been? Been a while since we've been able to chat. 74, man, we've had a very long resubs today. We got a 60, we got a 58, and now we got a 74. I still believe Paz is the current record holder for longest active sub on Twitch. 6 years and a sixth. I've been good? Excellent. How's Canadian winter treating you? Suddenly everyone's a demo player. People got a lot of aggression to work out, Matt, all right? Not everyone has a good relationship with their dad. If we made the animation size all the same, you'd be fine, you'd think? I mean, yeah, maybe. How have you been? Pretty decent. We had our sales kickoff meeting for my new job. A little intimidating. Everyone was having a good time and talking about stuff, and then they showed us our new quotas, and they are aggressive, so everyone was just like, okay. I've also been waiting for a contract to get sent my way for my first sale of the year, but they're taking their sweet time, chat. I can't tell if that guy registered what I was doing or he just ignored me entirely. I did not touch that. Thank you, Zeph. Dude, what is it? Okay, the game is like not registering my resets today. That's like the third time I've gotten a reset and the game has just gone, nope, and canceled my flip halfway there. Okay. Okay, Zeph. Bro, I actually went for the plan B as crazy. Someone lines me up a song that's a vape break. Quickest vape in the West. Dude, I demoed him, and by demoing him, he launched me up into the ball. That's crazy. Hi, Mohammed. Okay. You play viewers? Not all the time. If there's a viewer game day, we do. That's a yank one from Blue. I'm NGL. No, you hit it back post toward me. That's crazy. Sad. Song's a banger. I'm glad you like it. We haven't really keeping up with the $100 donut to play. Well, no one asked to. Kyle just banks them, I know, whenever he does. Why did you allow me to do that? That's crazy. If you had 70K, what would you do with that cash? Pay off my debt. You have a master's degree? I do. In what? Psychology, specifically the training in social psychology. Oh my god. I thought for a second girls hit in the open space and then my teammate turned away and then let him shoot it. I was like, buddy, if we lose off this, I'm gonna scream. That's an easy flick. That's an easy flick. Or not? Oh, girls just didn't touch it. Okay, that's fine. Don't get dunked. Weird game. Diamonds last long. I just can't speed flip with it at all. Kickoffs are really janky. It's like though it's the main reason I traded off in the first place back in the day. When I'm like fully warmed up, I don't mind playing with it, but so maybe we'll go back to it, but it's definitely like a car I can't just pop on anymore. How did that go over you? Oh my god, Zephyr. You might actually be brain damaged. What did you just do? You drove upfield? Why did you just drive? That was legitimately blew my mind. That legitimately just blew my mind what he just did. I think he was trying to dodge a I don't even know, dude. He turned upfield, he saw where the ball was because his ball cam was on, and then he decided to jump, which then took him further out. And then when he landed, he still didn't immediately go, and then he went late and got beat. I was just like, sorry, again, like, twos in this rank is just filled with people making the worst possible decision at the worst possible time. Without fail. Oof. Thought of switching cars 1,000 hours blowing my mind. I mean, you can switch around. Just experiment. Oh. Tried to use my wave dash into the bump. Didn't quite land that. Why would you turn if you're not gonna catch that? I'm like deliberately putting it into his path and not going for a double because my teammate stayed there and then he doesn't go. And I'm like, okay, well, if you're gonna stay, you can't assume I'm gonna carry through. That's just a rule. I didn't catch that well. A little too far away from my momentum. That's good clear. No ceiling. God damn it. Sure. Venom's having a lot of trouble hitting balls that go right at him. I didn't even try to dunk him there. That wasn't even close. He could have just taken it to the corner and been fine. Venom's doing stuff that I define as too cute. It's where you're trying to get the lightest little touch when in reality you look back and you're like, I didn't have to do Nice one. Yes, thank you, Webslinger. All me. Ah! Speaking of too cute. I thought that ball was gonna bounce a little out, and instead it went straight down because I don't have a good read because I am illiterate. It was a good chase by me too. I had everything lined up. I just had to not miss. And that was it. Bonk. Bonk. What? Nice low 50, close one. Verkada gang? Buddy, what'd you end up doing? You said you weren't getting Verkada, and then I told you, wait, what are you getting? Let me get you a quote, and then you never responded. I don't know if you're even in my territory, but... That's crazy. Didn't feel like I even needed to go for the reset on that one. Win our options? Yeah, let me give me more options. Where are you guys located? What state? That'll dictate probably what if I even could be an option. Because you guys are in like Connecticut, I'm like, well, most of the time, probably not. Massachusetts? Oh, well, that's a shame. Draw Cape Cod? I went to Cape Cod once. Are you guys just like looking for camera installation and a VMS? Or are you just like looking for the VMS? I think we have a subcontractor out in Massachusetts actually, so maybe I could still do that job. Shout out Wisconsin. I got a few Wisconsin viewers in here. Well, I had a deja vu about exactly what just happened. Not great. Feeling like an early night chat. This is controller just doesn't feel good in my hands tonight. But no, the but yeah, for real though, I'd actually be straight up interested, Quit, if you join my Discord and DM me or something about what you guys are looking for, because I actually, if we actually could help you, that'd actually be pretty sweet. Even if you guys are weighing options, we can maybe give you at least another one, you know. Yeah. And if we can do something, we can get you a quote. Nice. Because we can do all the installation, we just won't be able to run low voltage wire. That's like the only thing. So we have subcontracting in that neck of the woods for that job. Search. My girlfriend said she could run the low voltage wire. Is she an electrician? And then if so, then whatever. Good for that. Then I have all the information I need to do whatever I need. Uh-oh. Is this a commercial job, or I think I forgot to ask that. I'm surprised if you're working for a company or like a municipal place that they would allow like a relative to do it. Oh. Commercial for a bank? Is it like a branch bank? I'm being so dead ass, dude. DM me. DM me the scope and I will be able to actually tell you if we could help. I mean, for all you guys are going for bid or something, the bid's already out there, but if you're still planning, we have, you know, we have nationwide contracts and purchasing agreements, so probably save you a lot of headache if you like what we offer. Okay. I love kickoffs that don't even touch the ball. I love kickoffs that don't cheat up. I was trying to hand it off, my bad teammate. Man. Okay, I took all the power off because I realized that was a demo. Just got my first game. Teammates saw me getting ahead, ready to challenge, cut me off, whiffed, and then left after and turned the game off. Yeah, that's honestly like the hardest part about playing in lower ranks, that players have this like grandiose idea of what they want to do, but they don't have like the foresight or planning. So then they just go for it, and then it ruins everything, and they're like, oops. And then out of embarrassment, they just leave, and you're like, well, this could have been abandoned if you just stopped trying to be a hero. That's literally why in Champ I tell people that to not be a hero. Because a lot of people think that they're good enough to do whatever they want, and then they end up screwing something up like really bad because they're trying too hard to do something complicated. I'm like, if you just literally didn't do that, like did anything else, it would have been fine. But no, you had to be the hero. You had to flick over the side boost. You had to get demoed on the open net. Nice. Okay, PvP is gonna leave again. I'm gonna lose out on another contract. What's the point of prospecting off of YouTube if I can't actually prospect off YouTube, you know? How are you reacting to that? That dude literally turned for the ball as soon as I went in the air, and he landed it perfectly on his hood. That's crazy. Hopefully not yet. No, we're probably gonna end soon. Vale has not touched the ball on defense. Christ almighty. I'm trying to make sure I can actually DM this freaking quit PvP, but he keeps leaving. You know, oh my God. He didn't touch it. That's crazy. He gave it away 50. Wow, he chased that the whole way. I didn't expect that. Stop slowing down because you have to turn. Oh, God. Teammate, you don't fucking go to the wall and then hit the brake. You're gonna lose every 50 that way. Just shadow. He's not even gonna do it. All right, good night.